I want to talk to you about two different wedges that I use in my golf game day in and day out. The first one is the Titleist Vokey SM7, as you can see here. Okay. I use that as a 56-degree wedge, which basically means a sand wedge for me. That's the first one that I will share with you about. And the second one is a newer wedge. It's actually my lob wedge, or a 60-degree. It's a Callaway Jaws Raw, okay, which is one of the newer wedges that I have in my bag. Maybe let's start with the Titleist Vokey wedge that I've been using for quite a while now. It's my sand wedge, as I mentioned. And you might be able to see the grooves are reasonably soft already because I've used this wedge quite a lot. I really like it. A couple of things that I really like. One, this is my singular most reliable wedge for chipping. Even though I use different clubs when I chip, because sometimes I want to keep it even lower than a sand wedge, what works really well for me on this one is I can keep it high as well as I can keep it low in terms of chipping. Okay, and the bounce on the bottom of the face, it actually quite helps me quite a lot, either keeping it high and keeping it low. So when I keep it low, it doesn't really ram into the ground too much, which probably helps because I have an 8 bounce, as you can see, 0.8. And when I try to keep it high, the bounce actually helps quite a lot, as you can imagine. And when you keep it high, you open the club face more and the bounce comes off quite well. I do not like a lot of spin on my chips anyways, and this club really helps me with not doing too much spin. I think some of the things that I don't like is maybe from a pitching perspective. So I hit my 56 around 100 to 110 yards. If I have my 50, 60, 70 yard shots, I normally use the 60-degree wedge, even though some people like to use a half a swing 56-degree. Why do I not love it as much? Is because my grooves are quite low already and it doesn't create as much spin, especially compared to my newer wedge. Okay, but again, for people that do not have as much swing speed as some other people, or including myself, the groove or the amount of spin that you actually get off a ball from a 50, 60 or 70-degree shot doesn't really make a big difference. Okay. All right, maybe let's go into the Callaway Jaws Raw. So I bought this lob wedge, which again is a 60-degree. It also has an 8 bounce, as you can see when it says 8Z. I bought the same bounce as my sand wedge. Why? Because I wanted to have the same feeling of bounce when I hit the ball. Either I try to chip it high or low. But the key difference that I realized is with the 60-degree, I can't really chip it low. So I do not do that. It grabs the fairway or the grass too quickly and rams into the ground. So I normally use my 60-degree for higher types of shots. And the other thing that I really like though is I hit that lob wedge around, 90 to 95 yards. But I really feel like I can control the distance of pitching. So if I think about a 50, 60, 40 yard pitch, I can, one, control it quite well to the exact distance that I want, and two, as it's quite a new one, and this Jaws technology, maybe you will be able to see it, there are some grooves that are like this, there are waves of grooves. It actually helps you generate a lot of spin on shorter pitches. So I can control the ball quite well. I can fly it in low with less spin. I can hit it high with more spin, which is really helpful. Now, as I mentioned on this, these clubs I would say actually are really helpful for experienced golfers, but also more for beginners, because for many beginners it is difficult to create a lot of spin on a ball. So if you have something like this that has this groove technology, it actually helps you to create more spin rather than less, which again, as I mentioned, helps experienced golfers or beginner golfers as well.